Alright guys, here for a quick video this morning, off work this morning. I thought it'd be a bit nicer weather. It's a little bit chilly but it's dry. So I've came up to a place called Livingston Skate Park. It's quite a big skate park, lots of things in here. And I'm going to try the Promoto. Nothing crazy, don't expect huge jumps for miles or anything. Just going to get a little drive around here, a little play. The bike, I've had this probably about the 8th battery pack. Absolutely amazing, I had no issues with it whatsoever. I've got a new hoodie coming for him because there's a little bit of scuffs on his top and things like that. Other than that, nothing's broke. The only thing I had to do was take the disc brakes apart, clean them, because I had it off-road, and if you do go off-road you've got to be careful because in your caliper, when dust goes in there, you can feel it in the wheel, it feels all grindy, so that's nice and smooth. Fitted a bash plate on it too. I've got new titanium hubs coming for the wheels, and yeah, we'll just do a little bits to it here and there, so let's fire it up. Hopefully, here we go, and just see how we go. So it's a nice smooth surface, it should be good for the Supermoto. I get this sometimes, I don't know what I do. I think I might put a timing on what I turn on wrong first, but let's see. Try this again. Right, there we go. There's a little bit of mucking about there, no idea what happened. Sometimes, once or twice I've had that where it flashes, so if anybody could answer that to me, it'd be interesting. But it's done that since out the box. Just sometimes the connection takes a little second. So we can hear her spooling up. Sounds like a jet engine. Let's see how she goes. So, like I say, I'll just warm up a bit now, nothing crazy. Little jump there. But the bike itself, I really can't state how good it is. It's an incredible little piece of kit. When you strip it down and look what's involved in it, it's so compact, there's so much stuff in there. Absolutely brilliant. And the way it rides, it's just, nothing's a problem for it. Little wheelie. But I mean, look at it go. Little jump. Maybe a bit bigger than I planned to do, but oh, still far, slid up there. Yeah, the way it just picks itself up and rides, and I love the way it backs in too when you skid the brakes on. I was about cutting that one a bit fine. But yeah, I've made just a little jumps. I've got 2 batteries with me. I was going to do like my usual video setup, but to be fair, it's too cold to spend the time setting cameras up and things, so we'll just ride along and see what happens. Plus, oh, check that wheelie. Whoa. That wasn't good landing. Yeah, she's good. You just got to be careful, it doesn't take much power to get a jump off this little thing. So there we go, there's a little tiny jump over here, but it's pretty tough. Like, whoops, a bit slipped. It's a pretty tough bike. It's had a few drops for me. That was probably the biggest one, to tell the truth, and it's took it well. Whoa. Struggling a little bit getting used to these jumps. So you come off the bank and you try and keep it straight. But I would say honestly, if you've been tempted to get one of these like I was for a while, really worth it. I wanted to get the motocross one, as I told you before, but my issues with the Losi laser nut kind of put me off the brand. But to be fair, I've not been disappointed in this bike at all. There's nothing about it that I don't like. 2S as well doesn't sound impressive, but for one wheel on a bike, this thing's fast. I'm not even a third throttle in here. It's not really space to get the power on, but yeah, I mean, review wise of this bike, I can't say anything but good stuff about it. The fact that you can do all this in here is amazing. Oh, can't see the bike, went blind. There we are. That's the thing, you got these big humps, you can't always see what you're doing. Hopefully this is on camera, because like I say, I'm used to setting cameras up. I don't really do too much chatty videos these days. I prefer just making a sort of movie style, but today I want to have fun with the bike myself anyway, so I may as well do it this kind of way. So the titanium hubs I've got coming for it, I don't think they'll have any performance benefit, but they'll look good. I want to get this bike a little bit pimped up over time, just make it look scale. You probably notice I've changed the number plates on it as well, just to number 1. I just didn't like having the same number as all the other bikes. So he's got 96 on his top but 1 on the bike, so keep that just now. Nice little jump. But as long as you don't go too crazy, I think the bike will be fine in skate parks. And the battery life on it's really good. I'll be interested to see how long we get in here with not putting a lot of power on. Because when you're doing a lot of wheelies and things like that, you're kind of going flat out on straights, but in a little small area, you're not... Bike rolls more than you actually got the power on it. It's more a steering thing. I mean, look at him come round. Still got the wheelies there if you want though. And you can see, I mean, have I even picked this bike up once? Maybe one time when I had that crash. But other than that, the bike just looks after itself. Good jump. Whoa, didn't mean that one. Really need to be careful. Let's go on the little bank. With the Spectrum batteries on it too, you can see how much battery you've got. So that's me just coming down to half on this first battery. Try and get him out of here. I'm just trying to be careful, I'm trying to have fun and try to hold the urge back. You're doing these big jumps isn't easy. You just got to bear in mind that what the bike is and scaling everything down to size. So I mean, obviously motocross bikes can do some crazy jumps, but with a model you don't want to be too silly. It's quite good at throttling the air. The only thing that I'd say you have to watch is there is a little bit of delay. So maybe have to touch the throttle a bit earlier than you would with some other like RC cars and things. But you see, watch, so a little bit of throttle. Same again, a little bit of slap. I don't want to go too much higher than that because I don't want to break the thing. Have a look in the bowl fee over here. Wall ride. Whoa. Then come out again. Little jump. Jump. Oh. It copes with this so well, to be fair. I'm really impressed. A little wheelie. Do another wheelie. And one more up. The wheelies don't get boring for me, guys. I was like that with real motorbikes too. I have to wheelie everywhere. Just something so satisfying about a wheelie. Oh, big tumble. Oh, there you go, there's the first real tumble that I can't pick it up for. It's a little bit unfortunate, but we'll go get the bike. Right, there we are, all good, no dramas. Only thing I might need to check is, I don't know. Yeah, just the steering trim, maybe just check that. I wasn't too sure there if I've knocked that off. Let's have a look. I'll come round. Maybe a little bit, nothing major. It's quite hard to tell the steering trim in here, to be fair. Maybe I'm overthinking, because nah, it's probably good. It's fine. I think it's just because everything's off camber. They were still at half battery, so we'll go to a different area in a little minute. The only thing I would say is a negative with the bike, and it's not even the bike, is the charger you get in the RTR pack is pretty rubbish. Can't deny that. Oh, that was a beautiful jump. Try that again. Oh, that was nice. But again, it's just like, I mean, you could absolutely send it if you were that way inclined, but I just really can't bring myself to do it. Probably not good for the chain either. That was nice on the back wheel. Nice smooth landing. I'll try that again. I think with this jump it's quite steep. There's a fine difference between jumping it and sending it. There we go. Try this one. But I mean, as you can see with this model, its cope's amazing. Losi, yeah, he's really pissed me off with the laser nut. Cost me a fortune, felt let down on that one, but with a Supermoto, or even probably the motocross version, will be the same. Obviously it's really tyre difference. I think bikes majority the same, but this model is probably my favourite road going RC model. I mean, I love my Airwolf helicopter, I like my helicopters, I like my cars, I like them all, planes, etc. But on road, it's just because there's nothing like it. I know there's another RC motorbike models you can get in things, but I don't believe any of them would be as good as what this is. Really enjoying sending this little bit. Just trying to keep it sensible. See, that's what you don't want to do, because I mean, it's not doing damage, but I can buy another rider, etc. Rider does a lot of protection, but you don't want to have to go and buy another guy or these things. Because what I will say, not just with Losi or anything, I mean, all the parts for RCs they're not cheap, and you don't want to really break things if you don't have to. See, his little top zips came down, but we'll leave that just now. With a little hoodie I've got coming, I think will be good protection for him. I do think that's quite important. When I do this sort of track videos that you've seen that I've done, just doing laps, that's what I mainly want the bike for. But the area I go and do that just now, they've got some building works going on, and I really can't get a bit of peace there. So trying something different. Probably I'll come back here, to tell the truth, quite enjoying this, but I'm just really conscious of not being too crazy. Got the top area. Look around here. So got a little step down there. send over. Look, a bit narrow there. Let's try this. No problem. Just keep on checking my steering every now and then with these jumps, because I know it's got a servo saver, but it's potentially do damage, so oops, that wasn't too good. Right, we'll put her back in the bowl. Have a wee look what's over there. I think this area is probably the best for the bike. Just looks so good. Even the little sort of sliders, it sounds like you're scuffing your knee down. I know it's not like a super bike, but it's got that little scrape sound I quite like. I've also bought a ramp for when I go off-road as well, just like a little scooter one. It's about 2 foot wide, maybe by about 6 or 8 inches high, so it's quite low just for big long jumps on the road. So I'm quite looking forward to getting big runs and giving that a go. But yeah, if anybody else has got one of these, drop a comment on it, see what you think, or if you're looking to get one, why you haven't yet. I mean, I'm not going to lie, when I first looked at the price of it, I thought it's really expensive for a bike, because you think you're getting less, so you've not got the diffs to worry about. It's just a chain, a motor, another motor for the gyro. And when you weigh it up, it doesn't seem a lot of parts, but when you strip these bikes down, the thought, the work, how much is involved in that gyro system, there's a lot to them. I might get a motocross sort of set of tyres for it as well, just to mix it up and go off-road as well, but whoop. I didn't mean that, that's a bit wide, wasn't intentional. But you can see the little bike takes it. Takes it, not a problem. I don't know if we can do stoppies, I've never tried that. So if I put the front brake, let's see, front brake travel extreme. I'm going to try and see if we can do a stoppie with the bike. Maybe not, maybe a bit loose here. I've seen guys doing stoppies, so the brakes on it seem powerful enough. Nah, it's just back in the end then. Maybe it just depends the angle that you're coming. The brake's back to normal. Also there's 3 settings: off-road, on-road and wheelie mode. Right now I'm in wheelie mode, I kind of keep it in that, and off-road mode when I'm in the gravel, but you don't need to wheelie in wheelie mode. It's just when you put the power on hard, it just goes when you want to. So like that for example. Yeah, it's doing really well in here. It's actually a very good skate park here. If I wasn't sold in brittle, I'd maybe have to try and get a skateboard and have a go. That's one thing you notice when you have like a little bump or almost crash, you can see that gyro fighting to put the bike back up again. There's a big one. We've still got one bit of battery left, so I don't know what time this video is. I brought 2 batteries, but to tell the truth I'm probably going to just do this video with 1, purely because I don't want to get too carried away. I feel like I'm almost getting there now. That was lovely. And just break my bike. Whoa, hit my foot. The suspension works well too, it's really well set up. I always wonder if they're going to do, now they've got these bikes, oh that was lovely. Now they've got these bikes so sorted, the motocross and the supermoto. I wonder if they'll do like a 3S superbike version or something at some point, just for the road. That'd be interesting. It must be on their mind, because if they've nailed it with these bikes, they could do any model. Could even do like a Harley Davidson I suppose if they wanted to, but I think a super bike would be a big seller. Guys try to go for top speed runs and things like that. But for me, I'm more than happy with this one. The tyres out the box as well are good. I see you can buy upgrades, but being truthful, every surface I've had the tyres on, they feel really good. If you go on mud, obviously you get the motocross version anyway, so I don't think there's a need to upgrade the tyres on it. You can get metal wheels, which I looked at, but I was thinking if you are going to do jumps, metal wheels look good. You'd have to focus on not doing any of that, because probably more likely to bend than no flex, because the wheels will be flexing a little bit on some of these little jumps I'm doing. Let's see where the bike is. There we go. Come up here. Yeah, I hope you are enjoying this video. Let me know what you think, because I've not been doing a lot of videos recently in general, but certainly not a lot of kind of just driving and talking ones. So not going to lie, it's not what I enjoy the most. I do enjoy making the little movies, but when you do it this way, you're really getting a proper shot of your RC. You're not overthinking shots and trying to do certain moves at corners. You're just enjoying the bike. So I might start doing a bit more again. Oh. Right, let's take it over to the grass and just have a wee shot in the grass with it. There we go. It's even with the smooth wheels, it still works fine on the grass. But there goes my battery, so probably a good time to stop. But yeah, super impressed with the Losi Promoto SM. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to take it home, give it a little clean. Every time I take it out these days, I'm going to literally strip it down and clean it. I was really guilty in the past for not doing that with my RCs, and just keep them in good condition. Do that gyro winding down, which takes a while. So yeah, it's all good. Little scuff on the front, little scuff on the front nose. Nothing other than stickers. Chain tension, maybe need to change the little chain adjusters. That's one thing I actually don't like. I think it's a bit silly. So you get different adjuster sets that you can put your wheels in at different positions, etc. But why not just put screws at the back like a normal bike that you can tighten up? I know there's aftermarket companies have done that, but I think that's a little afterthought with Losi with the chain tensioner. Either that, if they'd done the adjusters there, or if you could adjust the motor on the other side just to bring the chain up a little bit. So yeah, small niggle, not really a big complaint. Losi Promoto SM, gyro on, brilliant little bike. So if you're looking at getting one, I certainly would. Catch you guys later and see you in the next one.